You have an incredible influence on this person, a pull so magnetic that they constantly find themselves drawn back to you, even if they may not fully understand why. From the moment you entered their life, something shifted within them. You awakened a need in them, a drive to explore their passions and uncover parts of themselves they'd kept buried for too long. This feeling, this inspiration, isn't something they can easily ignore. In fact, it's one of the main reasons why they see you as an irreplaceable part of their journey, a true match who complements them in ways they hadn't imagined possible. To them, you are not just a passing connection or a fleeting spark. They feel as though they've found a blessing, someone who elevates them in ways no one else ever has. What stands out to them about you goes far beyond just physical appearance or the way you express yourself, although those traits may have initially caught their attention. It's something much deeper, an energy, an aura, that pulls them in on a more profound level. There is a unique presence about you, a sense of self-assurance, perhaps, or an unshakable confidence, that they find undeniably attractive. You set higher standards for yourself and those around you, showing a level of integrity and authenticity that they find rare and admirable. It's not about pretense or surface charm, rather, it's something intrinsic that resonates deeply within them. This energy, this inner strength, makes them feel both comforted and challenged at the same time, as if being near you encourages them to grow into the best version of themselves. At the same time, they're all too aware of their own shortcomings. They realize that they have been cowardly in the past, retreating into selfishness rather than confronting their own fears. This self-awareness has been difficult for them to accept, but it's something they've come to acknowledge. In the beginning, they may not have been willing to admit it, but they know now that their hesitation and reluctance have made it seem like the connection was one-sided. Looking back, they can see how their inability to confront these feelings caused pain and confusion, especially for you. Yet, it took that time apart, when they were forced to face life without you, for them to fully realize the strength and depth of their feelings. Being away from you has been a clarifying experience, one that has helped them understand how truly important you are to them. Now, more than ever, they want to be honest with you, to explain why they hesitated and why they didn't choose to be with you sooner. The truth is, they were afraid of the sacrifices they felt they might have to make to bring you fully into their life. They worried that being with you would require them to let go of certain comforts, certain routines, or even certain parts of their identity that they had become attached to over the years. These fears were daunting, making the idea of committing to you feel like a risk they weren't sure if they could handle at the time. But that time apart gave them a chance to reflect, to examine what it was they were truly afraid of. They realized that these sacrifices, which once seemed so overwhelming, were actually insignificant compared to the sense of fulfillment and joy they feel when they're with you. Their hesitation, once rooted in fear and a desire to protect themselves, has been replaced by a growing confidence that being with you is worth any temporary discomfort they might face. They now understand that true connections are rare, and that their initial reluctance was more about their own insecurities than anything lacking in you or in your relationship. In this period of self-reflection, they've also been working to sort out the lingering doubts and uncertainties within themselves, determined not to bring unresolved fears into something as meaningful as this connection. They don't want to come to you with hesitations or regrets. Instead, they want to be fully present, without fear or guilt clouding their intentions. They recognize that this means taking the time to truly align with what they want and to ensure that when they come to you, they are coming with a clear mind and an open heart. So, while it may have seemed like they were running away, the reality is that they were simply trying to find solid footing. They wanted to return to you when they could offer something real and lasting, rather than something fraught with insecurities. Now, having faced their fears and looked at their own weaknesses head-on, they are ready to move forward. They see you not just as a partner but as someone who has helped them unlock parts of themselves they might never have discovered otherwise. For this reason, they are drawn to you more deeply than they ever thought possible, grateful for the way you've inspired them, and hopeful for what lies ahead. You are the most special and invaluable person in my life, someone who means more to me than I ever thought possible. Being away from you has been harder than I could have imagined. Every day without you feels incomplete, as if a part of me is missing. The distance is more challenging than I anticipated, and I find myself constantly missing your presence, your warmth, and the calm you bring to my life. When life feels overwhelming, and I struggle to stay grounded, thoughts of you bring me back to a place of peace. Just the thought of you is enough to steady me and remind me of the love and happiness you've brought into my life. In moments when I feel lost, I think of all you've taught me, all the wisdom you've shared, and I am filled with gratitude. Before I met you, I often felt unsteady, uncertain of how to approach the obstacles that life throws our way. You changed that. You taught me not only how to handle life's challenges but also how to navigate them with strength, resilience, and grace. You showed me how to face my problems without blaming anyone else, and you helped me realize the power of taking responsibility. You have this unique ability to see the best in every situation, even in challenging times, and that perspective has taught me so much. Your outlook has inspired me to be more understanding, more forgiving, and more courageous. I find myself constantly growing because of you, and I wish I could express to you in person just how much I respect you for all that you've done and continue to do for me. You've changed my life for the better in ways I cannot fully put into words, and I am forever grateful. Since meeting you, my heart has been filled with love, passion, and happiness that I didn't know was possible. Before you, I was unaware of what it truly meant to love someone so deeply. Now, this love has become a part of me, woven into the fabric of who I am. With you, I have felt a kind of joy that is pure and boundless, a happiness that lights up my days and fills my heart. The love we share has taught me to appreciate the little things in life, to cherish moments and memories, and to see beauty in places I once overlooked. You have brought such richness to my world, and every day, I feel so blessed to have experienced this love with you. It's been some time since we last saw each other, and the ache of that absence is real. Yet, even in our time apart, the hope of seeing you again gives me strength. Knowing that someday, we'll be together again is what keeps me going. It fills me with hope and confidence, knowing that no matter how far apart we may be, our connection remains strong and unbreakable. This distance has only deepened my appreciation for you, and it has made me realize just how lucky I am to have someone as incredible as you in my life. It's as if some divine force brought you to me, and every day, I thank that same force for guiding our paths together. You are the most caring and loving person I have ever known. Your kindness, compassion, and warmth have left an indelible mark on my heart. Being loved by you has changed my life, and I feel so incredibly fortunate to have experienced this kind of love. When I see other couples around me, walking hand in hand, laughing together, sharing simple moments, I'm reminded of the beautiful memories we've created. I recall our long conversations, our quiet walks, and the comfort of simply being by your side. These memories fill me with both joy and longing, and I look forward to the day when we can create new memories together. Watching other couples, I am transported back to those cherished moments we shared, and I realize just how deeply I miss you. Those memories remind me of the comfort and happiness we had together, of the love that filled our lives. I often replay those moments in my mind, clinging to them as if they were a lifeline, keeping me connected to you, no matter the distance. It's these memories that make me believe in us, in our love, and in the future we will build together. I know that being apart has been challenging for both of us, but I hold on to the belief that this distance is temporary. Someday soon, we will be together again, and all of this waiting will be worth it. I am filled with anticipation for the day I can tell you face to face how much you mean to me. Until then, I want you to know that my heart is with you, now and always. You are my everything, my love, my inspiration, and my strength. Thank you for being the incredible person you are, for loving me, and for showing me what it means to be truly alive. I am so lucky to have you in my life, and I am counting down the days until we are together again. Your partner's desire for you has deepened to an intense, sensual level, and they may be sending subtle signals, often energetically, to show just how much they're yearning for you. They are craving and missing you, longing to connect with you not just emotionally but also physically, seeking a profound kind of healing through your touch and presence. Right now, they are wrapped up in raw and passionate thoughts about you, thoughts they may not even be able to express openly. The desire to be with you is more than a passing wish, it's a deep calling that they feel within. They are tired of leading a life that's divided, a life where they can't fully embrace their truth with you. For your partner, being with you feels like coming home. It's a feeling of warmth, safety, and authenticity that they rarely experience elsewhere. In your absence, they feel incomplete, almost as if they're not fully themselves. This lack of wholeness without you isn't something they can easily express but is undoubtedly felt on a profound level. They're quietly waiting for the right opportunity to move closer to you, even watching you from afar, perhaps through other accounts or by keeping up with your life in discreet ways. This distance, however, is not due to a lack of care but rather a need for the right timing. They are aware of the challenges they must face and resolve to approach you with honesty and openness. Your personal awakening, the spiritual growth that you've experienced, has occurred at a faster pace than theirs. You've been on a journey that has taken you through transformative changes, and now you're vibrating at a different level, a higher, more aligned frequency. This is part of why they are drawn to you so powerfully but also why they hesitate. They know they must meet you with a clean slate, without the emotional baggage they may still be carrying. Their path of growth is still unfolding, and this journey, while sometimes difficult to witness, is essential for them to truly stand by your side in the way you both deserve. As they process these intense feelings and work through the blocks that keep them from fully approaching you, this is an opportunity for you to continue focusing on your own growth. You have achieved so much in your journey, and there's more to come. Use this time to manifest more goodness in your life, nurturing the independence you've worked so hard to cultivate. This self-focus is not only essential for your well-being but also adds to the magnetic energy that draws them closer. Every step you take in your journey of growth strengthens the connection between you, creating a foundation that can withstand the challenges of life. Remember how far you've come. Think back to the initial stages of this journey and the difficult phases that you needed time and space to work through, times when you may have felt lost, overwhelmed, or even disconnected from yourself. You've walked through your own dark night of the soul, emerging stronger and more resilient. Reflecting on those times, you can understand why your partner may also need time and space. Their journey is mirroring yours in many ways, and just as you required patience, self-reflection, and healing, they need that too. Understanding this will help you cultivate the patience required to support them from a distance. While it may feel challenging to not have all the answers or to wait in uncertainty, this period is teaching you both invaluable lessons. By viewing things from their perspective, you're reminded that growth isn't linear. and sometimes, separation is necessary for both partners to become who they need to be for each other. As you observe your partner's progress, consider that their process is not a reflection of a lack of love or commitment but of a profound respect for the relationship that both of you are building. In this waiting period, focus on nurturing the balance between connection and independence. You're at a place where you can enjoy the sense of freedom that comes from self-reliance while also embracing the anticipation of eventual togetherness. Your partner, too, is on a path toward becoming whole within themselves, so that when they are finally ready to reunite, they can match the strength, independence, and love you bring. This journey is unfolding for both of you, and it's guided by an energy that can't be rushed or forced. The universe has set the course, and while you may not yet fully see the destination, know that every experience you're going through is part of a grand design. The patience, empathy, and resilience you're cultivating now are not only preparing you for a future together but also strengthening your spirit. The love you share is enduring, and by giving it time to mature naturally, you are allowing it to blossom in a way that will bring lasting joy and fulfillment. Trust that in the right moment, when both of you are ready, this connection will come together with even more depth and harmony than you ever imagined.